It's good. I am back with another reaction video. Is Joe Budden really about to defend a scammer and getting scammed? So I'm going to play this. This is from the latest Joe Budden episode. I'm going to react to it. Then I'm going to give you my thoughts on it. But let's see what Joe had to say about this whole Karen Civil scamming Joyner Lucas out of $60,000. I don't even know if she's really denying it in her way, but let's check out what Joe had to say about it.
Yo, Ice, I know you're going to keep it real on this. No, I'm not. That's it.
Hey, if she did some of that shit, man, wow. All right.
Sorry. Yo, is that what you want?
All year, I put myself in women's business and want me to tell you what it did for me. So why I gotta be the voice of reason in this? Because Karen is on my network. Karen is on my network because I see tremendous value in
Is she, though? When's the last time she did a show?
Karen. She's an asset to many of the things that I do, and I've seen her be an asset to many of y'all. Many of y'all.
Emphasis on many.
See, I'm different. I'm different. Karen has been there for me in turmoil when the internet was interneting to me. Why y'all being weird to me? She was there, answered the phone, stood up, didn't have to. She was running around with a lot of y'all A-list niggas that wouldn't even speak to niggas. It was a lot of dudes that felt privileged and honored to have her on the team. Why? Whatever work or don't work, how the fuck would I know? I'm on my business. I don't speak to people about their dealings.
Right.
I'm not here to tell y'all about, I'm not here to vouch for nothing that happened in Karen's life. That's not the role that I play in her life today.
How would you even know?
I'm not one of them people that get outside of my role in people's lives today. It's a lot going on. Unfortunately, I was there to see a lot of it, and a lot of it is women shit. Whatever I was there to see, with some of the claims about the stealing of IPs and ideas, couldn't be more false. I can say that because I seen it. I was there. I was there when a few of these clubhouse rooms was being formed when we started this Girl I Guess podcast. Oh, they tore him down. They tore Karen down. They tore her ass up. Oh, that's my shit. Blah, blah, blah. I was a dude sitting there watching like, damn. All right. That's women's here, and that's women business. And my beep wasn't even, oh, that's more women shit. It's a lot of women shit.
I don't know his name.
And I'm a dude from the 90s. So I'm going to mind my business here. I know that the internet has the ability to dehumanize. I started this podcast, we talking about Haiti, dehumanizing. Dehumanizing is a sore spot for me. So I'm not going to do that with some of the people that are close to me, that I know some of the stuff that they go through, some of their demons and some of the things that they battle with. The internet could do that. None of the people I look up to do it on the internet. I don't see Peyton Manning do it. I didn't see Kobe do it. The people that's like really busy with business, and that's not to sound like a classist, but the people that got shit going on, I say that in old relationships of mine. Hey, dog, if you had some shit going on, you wouldn't be bothering me with this.
True. That's true.
I'm consistent. I'm consistent. Right, wrong, I'm going to be consistent in my messaging. Hopefully, if some of this shit has ever been true, it stopped. See how easy it is to be politically correct and unbiased? Hey, if that happened, I hope it stopped.
And I hope they find some resolution.
Yeah, I was gonna just.
Yo, my man, let me tell y'all about my man Sav, man. Shout out to Sav, also in our fantasy football league. Story helped mold me early on as an artist, right? But I was down and out at Def Jam. Sav was on his way up. Was only working with the hottest of the hot. Real integral piece over there at Def Jam. And he called me one day. He said, yo, dog, got a bag for you to get out to Hong Kong, do some shit, get right back. I had never been. The rate was a little higher. The flight was a little longer. I went, came back, asked me if
They wanted to hear Pump It Up in Hong Kong?
Paid him.
Did you pay him?
Hell no. Didn't give him shit.
Because he didn't want to get paid?
No, he wanted to get paid.
Oh.
That's who I was then. To some people listening, sounds crazy. To every artist, you know the feeling. Don't internet me to death. You know what it is when the pie come back and you get there. And if you don't, you blessed. And Sav hit me, man, because I got to give you that. I got to send you that money. See, but the blessed part is, they said, see, but look how fast we right back to my point. You don't need it. You don't need it. Wouldn't bother me for it. Wouldn't even ask me nothing about it. See Sav all the time. He just went on to do great things. When he wasn't focused on that. When I say that to some of these up-and-coming artists, I don't say it because I'm aware of how it sounds. It sounds dismissive. It sounds insensitive. It sounds like, oh, you don't really understand. But what they don't understand is all you doing is talking from understanding because you did it, because you've been there. I'm looking inward. If I hire a team and my manager tell me that you paid them the entire budget up front, I'm looking inward. I'm looking at my squad. Sorry, I don't expect the casual fan to know that. I don't.
It's also a very vague.
That's weird.
I don't know the full details.
Well,
of
I'm
that
just
shit.
going because I heard him say it. He said, you asked for 60 and we sent 60, or you asked for 50 and we sent 50. Well, where the hell they do that at?
Right.
I'm tearing somebody up.
And in general, PR shit and marketing shit is not the easiest thing to quantify.
And not only that, like you can't prove I could have done my job. If it don't click, it don't click.
That's what I'm saying. It's not quantifiable.
Yeah, you can't just say, "Hey, I gave you this money. My record didn't take off."
Hell, it's scams all over, dog. Hey, newsflash. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. It's scams everywhere. I'm not saying it's okay to scam in this situation.
Yes, you are.
I send you that money. See, but the blessed part is, they said, see, but look how fast we right back to my point. You don't need it.
Like looking back, saying, "Yo, the label scammed me. They provided me with a lawyer who worked on their side, who worked in their best interests."
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just all things like you said. You learning it. You gotta learn the scams. You gotta learn the tricks that are played.
See, the blessing for Joyner is he went on to do great things.
Yes.
And that's why I won't waste my time with this. Because he's great. And if he just continues to be great, he's going to be great. Karen's great. Y'all don't have to like her. She's great at what she does. Whatever that is. And that's how great she is. A lot of people had no idea what Karen did. They calling her a publicist. Remember I was like, publicist? Karen, I love you, man. I love you. I'm always in support of you. You know how I give it up. And if you need me, I'm always be a call away. And if you don't call, I'm going to be there. So that's just what it is with me.
Same, and you know it, Karen.
Joyner, continue to be great. Just go be great. That's it. Hey, Joyner, you're going to lose more. Joyner, this will not be the last time you pay somebody and feel like you do not get return on investment. It's going to happen. Tough it up. That's when I sound like I'm the fucking 90s bully on the internet because everything is more sensitive now. And maybe so.
It's business.
Maybe so. Maybe so. I'm open to it.
I don't know nothing about it.
Okay.
So I don't really want to speak on it.
It's hard because we don't know the full details,
We don't-
even with what was put out.
We don't know. We'll never know.
I could say from his perspective, if he's telling the truth, I'm sure he chalked up 60K. 60K ain't really no bread for him, right?
Well, at the time he was
Well,
saying
he's
it
saying
was.
at the
He was
time,
saying it was his last
I had
single.
a baby
I feel you.
coming.
What
That
I'm
was my
saying
last.
is,
I understand.
he
what
might
you're
be
saying.
putting this out to protect some other young artists from potentially walking down the same road.
Whatever lesson
what
he
I'm
needs to learn from it, I hope he gets it.
Or no, he might be trying. He might have already got the lesson.
I'm saying that-
he might be trying to get a lesson to somebody else that's younger.
I
That could potentially be walking down the same road.
I be seeing a lot of my younger in my 20s self in some of these rebellious acts. I'm just able to. I don't know. I see it. I did the interviews cursing out the people that shouldn't have been cursed out.
Yeah, you did.
I did them. I called to the carpet people that nobody else was about to call to the carpet. I affected people, places, and things that could only turn around and infect me. I was that person. So at 41, it's like you could look back at it and be like, well, what would I have done different with just a proper understanding? I didn't know how the chess game was played. I was just mad that that piece got from there to here. And I was reacting.
You gotta learn how to castle.
And that's what it sounds like is happening from Joyner, and I've seen it happen a few times from him. I hope he does better with that, because I want to see him continue to be great. You're an independent act. You got all of these 30 and 40 and 50 millions of views and impressions. You did it.
He's got an app.
You did it. I would like to see him and many other people get to a place where, and maybe me included, where you see some of the people that might have got a scam off back in the day, but the gig is the gig. You got to respect it, and now they're in a different place and might be able to offer some help with some services, because that's not their line of work no more.
All right, so that was Joe talking about it. So, like, basically he's just saying to Joyner Lucas, get over it. But here's the difference, you know, like when Budden told that little story about him going to Hong Kong and he owes this man his money, and hopefully the person isn't the same person today. But in that scenario, Joe admitted and apologized. If Karen Civil admitted and apologized, maybe Joyner Lucas would get over it. But she hasn't done that. So it really makes no difference if the person changed or didn't change, because you would have to assume they didn't change if they keep denying they did it in the first place. I mean, if her stance, and I think her stance is, I never ripped off anyone, and yet you have all these people saying that you did, you can't say, well, she's a different person. No, probably the same person, because why would she lie about it? I don't know. It's pretty crazy, though. $60,000. Although, I guess Joyner does have to take some responsibility as well. Who just hands someone $60,000? And in what year was this? I guess when he was first coming up and doing like little gigs and shows, probably saved together $60,000. But then he made it on his own. But like I said, he's not the only one. Jim Jones has said this. And I get why Joe's defending her, because behind the scenes, she did a lot for him. And I think with Charlemagne the God, too. Behind the scenes, when they get accused of certain things by women, she, behind the scenes, handles stuff for them to get them out of certain situations. But, I mean, if I'm Joyner Lucas and someone scanned me out of 60 G's, I don't care how long ago it was. I'll talk all the time. Like, especially if the person, like I said, didn't admit to it and apologize for it. Oh, yeah, I'd be mad about it, still talking about it, and warning other people not to do business with that person. And well, Joyner Lucas is sort of looking out for other people, like, look, lady be scamming people. I don't know personally, but so that was Joe Budden. He seems pretty staunch in his defense. I know she's got a show on his network, but do they even do that show anymore? I don't even know. I know they're trying to relaunch it and maybe use this as the backdrop for the relaunch, but the whole thing's pretty crazy to me. And Joe Budden in his pink tracksuit defending Karen Civil. Let me know your thoughts in the comments.